Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new sci-fi adventure film, Max Cloud. And this is about a teenage girl who's playing her video games, and all of a sudden she's trapped inside inside the body of one of the characters who is a crew member on this spaceship of famous intergalactic adventurer Max Cloud, who's played by Scott Adkins, who's a famous martial artist. I remember him mostly from Expendables 2, being Jean-Claude Van Damme's henchman, the darker foil to Jason Statham. And this film is super 80s. And just from the start, where you have all this triumphant and synthy score laid across some really cheesy 80s looking visual effects that look surprisingly good. Like, they're good special effects to look like they're cheesy 80s special effects, which I was surprised because I didn't think this was a big budget kind of film. Everything's done in a very tongue-in-cheek way. This is a great satire of video games. And the trickiest thing about the film is, like, is this a deep, meaningful film? Not really. Is this a film that kinda just uses the simplicities of the old video games of just level to level you go through and you have to fight this evil villain, and basically, like, you're playing Mario, you're playing like Sonic, stuff like that. Yes, so this isn't an intricate plot, it isn't a deep meaningful thing, but it has so much fun and such a great homage to video games, I could not help but have fun with it. And yeah, you have John Hannah, who's probably most known for films like Four Weddings and a Funeral and the Mummy series, and he's just this mustachio twirling villain who's just so much fun. And you have like Tommy Flanagan from like Braveheart and Gladiator, who's playing this, who's also most recently in Westworld, playing this like Western hitman with like a cowboy hat and a rifle. And then Scott Adkins is just this beefcake, just dumb, thick-headed adventurer who does martial arts, and the adventure is fun, the action is fun, the whole look to the film is just silly and fun. And if you're just going in and you love video games and you just want to feel that nostalgia and go for a fun romp, they even have like a climactic battle, which is like Mortal Kombat Street Fighter kind of side-by-side two-dimensional fighting, and it's just like, yes, and it feels so there. And it looks cheesy, it looks like fun. You have this girl who's like best friend winds up coming in and winds up controlling her through the video game. She has this relationship with her dad, and realizing, yeah, it's pretty cliched of like realizing like, oh, her and her friend really like each other. Her dad actually doesn't disapprove of video games. It's something that he really loves too. This film isn't super deep. It's pretty shallow. But it is a fun time with great music and a like the end of the movie is just so nostalgically 80s video games kind of feel that you're just like, put a smile on my face. So if you want to have a fun time and just enjoy some old school kind of video game fun, and which does it well but also has fun with it in terms of how silly it can be, this is a great film for you. If you're looking for something like deep and meaningful, this isn't it. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I would recommend Max Cloud, or The Intergalactic Adventures of Max Cloud, however the hell you want to title this film, because IMDb has one thing, Amazon had one thing, Letterboxd had another. I'm just like, just gonna call it Max Cloud. So those are my thoughts on Max Cloud. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.